I would make today the day you get seed oils completely out of your diet. What we do is we take these canola plants or rapeseed plants, we put them in a commercial press. The oil comes out very gummy. So we degum it with something called hexane, which is a neurotoxin. Then we take that neurotoxic degummed oil and we heat it to 405 degrees and we turn it rancid. Okay, so now you have a putrefied rancid oil. So then we have to deodorize it. So we deodorize it with sodium hydroxide, which is a known carcinogen. We'll even bleach it, then bottle it, then put it on the shelf. When you take these seed oils and you put them in deep fryers and you start frying foods in these, you get all kinds of carcinogenic compounds that just spike inflammation in the body. Tap water and seed oils get out of your life and your inflammatory cascade will come down in your body.
I'll start doing that. Is there anything people can do to clean their blood or clean their system out with prior vaccinations?
Yeah, so Dr. McCullough formulated an over-the-counter capsule that has nattokinase, bromelain, and thymulin in it, which are very safe. And these are ways of binding spike protein and carrying it out of the body. You can actually see urinary spike protein levels drop after taking these, and they're inexpensive. They're regular over-the-counter, and there are formulations for spike protein detox. You can even Google spike protein detox, and you'll find ones with nattokinase, bromelain, and the thymulin in them. Those are the higher quality spike protein detoxifications. And you can do pre and post urine spike protein analyses, and you can actually see that you've reduced it.
Wow.
I think people should permanently get tap water out of their life. In the production of industrial fertilizer, phosphate fertilizer, we have a waste product that we don't use because it kills the plant. This fluorosilicic acid, which we call fluoride, is then dumped into the municipal water supply. There's a 2023 report by the National Toxicology Program. This is where they looked at all of these municipalities that had high fluoridated water, and they found a direct correlation between the increased amount of fluoride and the decrease in IQ. As fluoride went up, IQ went down.
Holy shit.
Especially in prepubescent teens. One of the things that RFK is talking about, Bobby Kennedy is talking about, is getting the fluoride out of our municipal water supply. And then there's chlorine, microplastics, pharmaceuticals. So just make today the day you never drink tap water again.
I would love to hear you disprove evolution. Can we do that?
If evolution is true, then you go through a progressive evolution, if you will, of these organisms evolving into an increasingly more being-like creature. The problem is there's zero evidence of that. The problem is you have these single-celled organisms and multi-celled organisms, and then there's just a giant gap in the fossil record. And you have animals, and then you have man. But we don't have a fossil record that takes us from single and multi-celled organisms into an entire species. And we just simply ignore that.
Wow.
And so
I didn't know that.
This ecosystem is so intelligent, not in my opinion, but in the scientific evidence, it could not have been put together by accident. It didn't happen by happenstance. The number one killer of human beings in the world is cardiovascular disease. The number two killer of human beings in the world is cancer. The number three killer of human beings is modern medicine.
Number three?
The third leading cause of death is medical error. It's the third leading cause of death in the industry designed to prevent death. Like if you translated that to any other industry, it'd be laughable, right? I mean, if you sold home security systems, but you were the third leading cause of home invasion, you'd probably be out of business, right? Yeah. But this is where we go to get our advice on how to be healthy, when we should be going there for catastrophic medicine. We're very, very good at crisis medicine. What we're not good at is keeping people healthy. 93% of the FDA's board has conflicts of interest with big pharma and big food. When you look at our nutritional research, 74% of this is funded by food and pharma, which is why Lucky Charms is shown to be more nutritious than grass-fed steak. It's why they say that highly processed foods, we don't have enough data to say whether or not highly processed foods are having a negative effect on society. So we highly, highly process our foods. And yet we have an industry that is profiting trillions of dollars on the backs of the pandemic of disease that this food supply creates. And so by getting us back to the basics, we can circumvent that.